The season starts now. The title challenge begins right here. Win these first 2 league games and we're well on our way to getting our second league title of our managerial career here at Rugby Park. Let's get into it. Yes, hello, welcome on into 11am Sports, here for the Kelly Boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content. We're just starting a new season here, the 2029-2030 season, here with Kilmarnock. See if we can win our second league title and do well in Europe. Of course, that's what we want to do. Every single season, you can see from the screen in front of me, we're about to play our first 2 league games of the season. If you missed the last episode, go and see it. We made some signings. And we sold some very important players as well. So a bit of a kind of turnaround in some of the squad. But there'll also be some familiar names if you have been following on for the last few seasons. So today we play against Hamilton and Hibs in the league to start off our season and see what you think about these new players in this team. Obviously, missing a few faces as well. So if you've not already got one, go and get yourself a wee cup of tea. I've got one just here. You know, nice. It's kind of a little bit cold now. But, you know, a nice cup of tea. Sit yourself down for the next kind of 15 minutes and watch these games. Hopefully, 2 wins. Cheers. Yeah, it's definitely cold. So yes, as we mentioned in the last episode, I think our first team is not really hugely different from last season, but we've had to make a couple of changes to the squad because of injuries. Guerrero is out injured. He's injured for the next 2 to 4 days, so he should be back for the next game. And on the bench, I was going to put Rodriguez, but he's out for a couple of weeks. So the team looks like this. Morris is in goal. Thomas and Anderson, as always, it's kind of our centre-back partnership, hopefully, for the full season. That's my hope anyway. You can see, though, Thomas is a little bit unhappy because of my decision-making. Not quite sure what that means, but hopefully he gets over it. But Thomas and Anderson at centre-back. Magallanes on the right for the moment, but Sika could very easily get in there if we think that could be a better choice. Sibley is going to cover at left-back for Guerrero because Guerrero's obviously our first choice. Rodriguez would cover normally as well, but both of them are injured. So Sibley, the third choice left back, playing there. Vlalic and Pena get the start in midfield today, but players like Stacey are on the bench to replace them if they don't do well. Jovic at attacking midfield, he's kind of taken over that role from Hamill, especially in the second half of last season. Lambert on the right and Ketia on the left and Cronetta up front. Lots of players on the bench to come on if we need to do something different, and we'll see how we get on here. Let's get into this game against Hamilton. And Hamilton come out here in their dark blue to go up against us in our blue and white stripes. You know, blue on blue. Definitely not a clash there at all. And you can see from the stats on the top left, we've dominated the first 15 minutes of this game. And here is the first highlight. Lambert swings in the corner, headed on by Cronetta and then Ketia. Cronetta is a weird mix of both their names. That wasn't the right name to say. Cronetta flicked it on, and then Ketia ended up collecting it there. Lambert, you see the ball swung in. Cronetta heads it. It bounces off Thomas, it looks like, and then Ketia tucks that away for his first goal in the league of the season. A nice start to this game. O'Hara, our former goalkeeper, remember, clears the ball, but Sibley collects it. Hamilton are playing 5 at the back, so there's no one in that wide position up front for them. Sibley back to Ketia and Pena. Can he swing it in toward Lambert? He can, and just wide of the goal. And we are totally dominating this game, but we're still only winning 1-0. Look at those statistics on that left-hand side. Goodness me, Lambert swings another corner and it's headed away. We've got 12 shots to none. It's still only 1-0 here. And Ketia hits it from a long way out, but the ball bounces back to him and the ball's cleared away. And this is going to be cruel if Hamilton score with their first shot of the game. Kennedy with it into Gotts, and it's a good save from Ryan Morris, who's developed well over the last couple of years. Remember, we signed him straight from our youth academy. He played a game at the end of one season and then became our first choice after that. We got rid of players like Robbie Much and Peacock Farrell. And Morris has shown that I was right to believe in him to develop from a very young age. And he's now club captain and first choice goalkeeper. But Nketiah on the left-hand side here has won a penalty. And I'm not quite sure why, but Magallanes is our penalty taker. I'm going to have to go and look and see exactly what I've done there. But he scored one in pre-season and he scores one today. Right in that top corner. His first league goal of the season, obviously. That is an absolute stunner. Look at that. You could have not hit that much better. No goalkeeper saving that. And we're up 2-0 as we get into half time here. 14 shots to 1, 65% possession. We are dominating. A highlight very early on this second half here. Jovic with the ball into Nketiah. Well, he hit it himself. He drives across, finds Vlalic. He's just going to come out wide. It is. And Magallanes down the line. Will he play the ball back? No, he swings it into Jovic and Jovic scores. That's the way to play. Your boy Jovic with his first goal of the season, obviously in our first game. 47 minutes played and we're winning 3-0. It's a dominant performance. We might bring on some of the new signings for you to see quite how they do. Magallanes beats his man, plays it into Jovic. We're just overrunning them in the middle of the field there. And we're up 3-0. So Magallanes is having a very good game. So we've brought him off. The ball swung in by Lambert there. I'll keep going. But you can see Sika is on the park now. He's come on for Magallanes. After Magallanes had played so well, just thought we'd give him a wee break in the second half. And Boba had come on for Crneta. But Kai Kennedy has scored up against us there with their second shot of the game. So Sika loses the ball. Martin plays it forward. Kennedy gets the ball there. For some reason, we do not defend. And he gets past the keeper, tucks it in at the near post. That's disappointing. But yes, Boba has come on for Crneta as well. We'll see how Boba does up front. I was definitely not going to try and say his full name, hence we changed it to Boba. Sibley with a free kick here. Just an hour gone. I was just going to say half an hour. That's not right. An hour gone. Lambert with the ball on the right hand side. Through to Boba. Can Boba finish? He can't. It's well defended by Hamilton. And it goes out for a corner. This is likely not going to be anything, but we'll see what happens. Lambert swings it in toward the back post. Anderson heads it and it's tipped over the bar. I said it wasn't going to be anything. It was a great effort. It's another corner kick here. Lambert swings it in again toward the back post. And this time it's headed away. And Pena collects, and it goes away for nothing. Pena has come off, and we've brought on Stacey for him for the last few minutes, but we've not really had any highlights to finish the game here, and we have reached full time. We've won the game 3-1, a nice dominant performance. And we'll come back for the game against Hibs, where it might be slightly more difficult, as they are predicted to come fourth, so a kind of predicted third versus predicted fourth tie could be very difficult indeed. We'll see you for that one. So here we are back for the game against Hibs. It will only been a split second for you, but I've had to advance through all this week. And you can see in front of us, Rangers just beat Celtic, which means that Celtic have only had 1 point from the first 2 games this season, and Rangers 6 points from a possible 6. There's also one update on the transfer front, which I will show you just now. Surprise, surprise, another centre-back, but this time it's only on loan. It's Dom Embleton from Tottenham. You know what I'm trying to do here. We often just loan players from Tottenham and then we get them for a free at the end of their contract. Well, unfortunately, his contract is until 2033. So it's unlikely that's going to happen for us here. But he's a 3-star player, possible up to 4-star. But he's a very well-rounded player. It looks like 6'2", some nice physicals, nice mentals. Perhaps could be slightly higher in terms of tackling and heading, but it's solid enough. He's here saying he's a regular starter. He's probably not going to be because of Anderson, but he's a very, very good backup, very good squad player as well. I'll be honest, I think I'd organised this well before I'd signed some of the other players, and Tottenham only just accepted it, and I just accepted the deal because it was happening. Probably don't need him, probably don't need to be spending 20 grand a week on his wages either, but he's here in case we need him. And guess what? If he doesn't like playing for us, he can go back, so that's fine. But you can see he is nowhere near the squad. He's sat in the reserves because, you know, as I said, we don't actually need him. And the team that we're going to go with today is very similar to the team against Hamilton, but with one important change. You've got Morris in goal, Thomas and Anderson at the back, Magallanes on the right, and Guerrero comes back in at left back after his injury, which means that Sibley drops to the reserves, not even to the bench, straight to the reserves. Vlalic alongside Pena in midfield again, because I thought they played quite well. Jovic just in front, Lambert on the right, and Nketiah on the left, and Crneta up front. You can see we've got good partnerships between Thomas and Anderson, good between Magallanes and Lambert, good between Guerrero and Nketiah, good between Jovic and Crneta. We just need Vlalic and Pena to start liking each other, and then we'll have good partnerships all over the field. Hibs, it just told me, are missing Scott Crawford. To remember, we sold them during the off-season, so that means at least we won't have to play up against him. But we are playing up against Robbie Much in that Hibs goal against us. Remember, the ex-Kilmarnock player. See, Hibs drew their first game of the season, which means they're on 1 point. We're on 3. Hopefully, we can do well here at Easter Road. Fingers crossed. Highlight early on here, Lambert swings in the corner and Anderson just heads it off the bar. We've got some good aerial threats, especially from centre back there from when the corners get swung in. Unfortunately, not a goal that time. Lambert with the ball back to Magallanes and Vlalic. Magallanes got it again, and what's he going to do with it now? Back to Vlalic. They're just keeping the ball between themselves. Jovic, no wonder they gave it to Jovic, and Jovic lost the ball. Johnson comes away with it, finds Robertson on this right hand side, and Nketiah tracks back, and it's a poor challenge. And Robertson plays the ball into the box and Glass, and it's a goal. And it's a poor attempt. That's just calamitous defending all round. Eddie Nketiah's challenge, woeful. And poor attempt at a save from Morris. Look at this here. Robertson runs down. Nketiah tries to slide in. And Robertson just runs around him. He cuts the ball back to the edge of the box. Glass gets it. And I don't know what Morris is doing, but it's not very good. Left most of the goal open there. And it's a poor attempt at a save. And Hibs are up 1-0. We've got another highlight here. That's a weird throw from Magallanes back to Thomas, but it gets there. And Vlalic and Pena pass the ball about. And Vlalic gets the ball down the line toward Lambert. Can he swing this ball in? No, he finds Vlalic again. Over to Pena. Can we switch the play? We've got a man overlapping. Guerrero takes it. Will he hit the volley? Well, indeed, and what a goal from Hector Guerrero. We know he can do that. He did that in his first season with the club and one of his first games for us, and he's done it there again. We're exploiting the wide areas. You see, Hibs are very kind of packed in the midfield there, but we get the ball across. We've got the overlap, 2-on-1. Guerrero collects it and thrashes it across goal. Robbie Much can't do anything about it. 1-1. And after that highlight, nothing else has happened in this first half. Time ticked away there. You can see there's only been 9 shots in the whole game. We've dominated possession, but it is 1-1. I'm going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. I'll be honest, I'd probably take a draw away at Easter Road, but I would like a win. And we've got a chance here to get a goal. And Nketiah with it from the throw, back to Guerrero, into Pena, and Nketiah down the line. Can this ball get swung in? It can toward Cronetta, who heads in. It's a goal for Miladin, I keep saying that. Miladin Cronetta. His first goal of the season, getting his campaign started here, the goal scoring campaign, hopefully the first of many. See, Pena gets that ball down the line to Nketiah, takes a touch, just floats the ball up, and Cronetta heads that. Much flies through the air but cannot save it, and he wheels away in celebration, in jubilation. Kilmarnock are up 2-1 here, and you can see from the Hibs formation they're all looking upset, unhappy that they're losing now, and hopefully we can punish them here by getting a third one. The ball played forward toward Cronetta, flicked it on, but it's cleared away. And can we collect the ball? We can. Their striker's not very far forward at all, and Thomas finds Lambert through to Cronetta. Can he get a second? He can indeed. Robbie Much in absolutely no man's land. In no man's land. In absolutely no man's land. That's not how you say it. He was found in no man's land. And Cronetta scores his second of the game. See Lambert here with the ball. A lovely through ball. And Cronetta gets it. And where is Much going? Nowhere near where he had to be anyway. And Cronetta tucks that away into basically an open goal. And it's 3-1. And it should be a comfortable victory for us now. And it could be another one here. Guerrero down the left-hand side. Will he swing it in? He plays it back to Pena. And into Jovic. And Jovic goes down line, swings it in. It's cleared away. And Paz heads that on. But there's no striker because Paz is the striker. He's sitting so deep. So Thomas with it into Vlalic and Lambert to Pena and then Nketiah, and Cronetta get his third. He can. There we go. A hat trick in 10 minutes for Miladin Cronetta. Oh, that's the way to go. There was a worry that we could have got a draw. Remember that time I says I'd take a draw? Well, no, I wouldn't. Cronetta's turned this game on its head in the space of 10 minutes with 3 goals. Fantastic striker's instinct from him. And we're up 4-1. In fact, you know what? He's got a hat-trick. We could probably take him off now and see if Boba could score some goals for us up front. And in fact, I will do that. And in the midfield, we'll take off Vlalic as well. And we'll bring on... Why not bring on Ryan Hamill for him? Beckles here with a free kick for Hibs with 20 odd minutes left in the game. Takes his run up now, swung in toward the back post. It's headed away from Thomas and Hamill collects this. And could this be a breakaway? It's a 4-on-4. It's played forward toward Boba. Can he score? No, he can't. He thrashes that wide of the goal. Perhaps getting slightly excited with his first proper chance in a Kilmarnock shirt. You can understand why. Taken off Nketiah, brought on Booker. It's a Lambert corner swung in and it's headed away. Only as far as Hamill though. Plays it back to Pena. And Pena finds Hamill and out to Booker. And can Booker swing this ball into the box? No, he finds Hamill on the edge. He comes with the ball, spreads it to Magallanes on the right hand side. He goes down the line. Can he swing it in? No, he gets fouled and he will... No, he won't. Roman Booker will take this penalty. Fine. I thought Magallanes was a new penalty kick taker, but obviously Booker's come on the park and takes precedent. Booker will hit this and he thrashes it in the bottom corner. 5-1 Kilmarnock thanks to that Booker penalty. A dominant display. See the penalty here, thrash in the bottom corner. Don't think the keeper's ever going to save that, even if he knew exactly where he was going to dive. We're up 5-1 and the time is ticking away now. Just a minute left. Lambert will swing in this corner. It's headed and nearly was 6 for us there, but not quite. And there's 1 minute left to go. But a nice dominant performance from us in this game. This is the start of the season that would show a proper title challenge. This is one of our European contenders with us, and we're winning the game 5-1. An absolute thrashing away at Easter Road. This shows we mean business if we're getting a result like this. You see, I think the game's just ticking down now, so I'll talk away over this. A nice dominant performance, exactly what we wanted to see against, I say, a European rival, and yeah, a very nice way to start the season with 2 big wins. The one against Hamilton 3-1, and the one against Hibs here 5-1. And you can see that leaves us top of the table with a goal difference of +6 thanks to our 4-goal victory here today. Only ourselves, Rangers and Hearts with 100% records after 2 games, which is not a lot of teams at all. So I'll come back in the next episode for our playoff round of the Europa League. We still don't know who we play yet because they're still playing that round before. So that'll be a surprise for you in the next episode. If you're looking forward to that surprise, or if you have enjoyed us starting such a fantastic start to this season, then please do leave a like on the video. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're just starting a new season. Perfect time to come on board with this Killie Boys journey. And until the next one, we'll see you then.